Jesse!
I'm surprised it's not had any complaints.
I need to talk to you.
Okay. Now. Go ahead.
Oh, shit.
Pressing business to discuss.
So discuss. Jesus. Go on.
Gail's murder is being investigated.
Duh.
And I have it on good authority that they found fingerprints at the scene.
If the cops would have found my fingerprints with the cops would have found my prints within 5 blocks of that place, they would have picked me up by now.
What about the casing? Or casings? How many times did you shoot him anyway? Jesse, did you pick up the casings? Did you pick them up?
No.
No. Assume that Gale answered the door. Now what happened after that? Did he recognize you? Did you say anything to each other? Did you walk into the room or did you shoot him right then and there?
Who wants to make $100? Yeah. Huh?
Oh.
Look, the kid's probably right. If they had anything on him, he'd be locked up already.
What about my brother-in-law? He suspects Jesse, and hell, he knows Jesse is involved in the sale of blue meth. Now, what if he puts 2 and 2 together and he goes after Jesse for the murder?
Goes after him how? On his rascal scooter? That perhaps sounded insensitive.
Yeah.
But if he goes after him, I'll sue his ass. History those two have together being what it is, gotta figure your brother-in-law is smart enough not to go down that particular road.
That my drug-addicted partner doesn't seem to care whether he lives or dies. You should see his house. It's like Skid Row. He has actual hobos living there. Now, how long before Gus decides that he's too big of a risk?
Yeah.
She's like, Mike, that grunting, dead-eyed cretin. Let me ask you, when did this stop being a business? Why am I the only person capable of behaving in a professional manner? I mean, how can I protect anyone? My family, Jesse, myself.
My name never comes up with those guys, does it?
And meanwhile, we're buying this stupid car wash. Oh, man. That ship has sailed. Bon voyage! Oh, God. How did everything get so screwed up?
Yeah, you do have a little shit creek action happening. You know, FYI, you can buy a paddle. If you really got to protect yourself, disappear. Poof.
Poof. What, like a witness protection kind of thing?
Beyond. I mean, off the grid. New identities, new everything. No one would ever be able to trace you. Now, be clear, this is an end game, if you get my meaning. I mean, there's no coming back.
There's got to be something else that I can do. Some way to keep everything from spiraling out of control.
Well, I mean, from what you told me, it sounds like Pinkman is first up in the imminent demise department.
Gus won't risk letting the police find Jesse. I know him. He won't.
Hey, will you make sure there's pizza here when I get back? All right, enough for everybody.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. I can definitely do that. Not a problem. I can get the stuff, the pizza and stuff, but as far as the financial situation, you know.
Just hang on.
Oh, yeah. And you know, the concentrated dose it's gonna fuck with your bone marrow.
Hey! Hey! Get some dipping sticks too, yo.
Yeah, I can definitely get dipping sticks. All right, I can get them.
That money's gonna be gone when he gets back, isn't it? So he's mostly following Jesse then. That's Mike.
Wake up.
Isn't it?
Wake up. What's up?
Know who this is?
No.
You ought to. He's been at your house for 3 solid days.
Oh, he's the guy who took the money then. Yeah.
That $78,000 or so look familiar?
Oh, that's the guy who was
it.
watching the house.
Okay. Thanks.
You want to know what's next for Little Miss Pissed in his pants?
No.
You sure now?
Yeah.
Is this the part where I'm supposed to beg you not to do it? Oh, please. Please. And then what? I'm supposed to promise, cross my heart, to like straighten up and fly right or toe the line or some other crap that I'm not gonna say.
You're on thin ice, you little shithead. You know that?
You ain't gonna smoke that dude in there. You know how come I know? Because you went through the trouble of putting a blindfold on him. I'm going back to bed.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting.
What can I do for you? It's Pinkman. He's become increasingly incautious. He's a risk, a liability. I know he and Walter come as a team and that Walter won't like it.
Hey, it's me. Wait for the thing.
Oh, have they taken him?
This is message number 3. You better be ready in 2 minutes because I am right outside your door. Jesse! This is perfect. You are a piece of work, you know that?
Jesse! Jesse!
Hey, it's me. Wait for the thing.
So they've taken Jesse then.
Where is he?
Gonna ask where we're going? No.
Oh, that's not looking good. That was a good episode. I enjoyed that. It's getting really dark now. Alright, so that was episode 4. I really enjoyed that episode. there wasn't that many scenes in it, but there was a lot of stuff going on, which was quite interesting. So yeah, we started off with Mike. He was in one of the trucks. Obviously, I think he was protecting the drugs, and yeah, they got shot at. So yeah, I have a feeling they were like Tio's guys or something like that. And yeah, Mike got shot. The ear looked horrible. Yeah, I mean, obviously he survived it, so you know you can't have Mike dying. That's just not gonna happen. And yeah, so obviously I would say that's like yeah, part of Tio's cartel guys, and they were obviously the ones at that warehouse. So there's obviously a beef between them and Gus. Then we went to Skyler's place, and she's got a whole script with what, you know, they need to say to Hank and Marie, you know, how Walt got the money and that, and Walt was just like, he was so over it, like, I wouldn't say this, I wouldn't say that, and I thought that was quite funny. Obviously he's not happy with you know, her taking control, and you know, I think that's just always been their relationship. I mean, that's how some people live. I know people who, you know, where the wife is a very control freak and the husband is just like, just does whatever she says. I think it's just easier for them, I don't know, but you know, I don't think that sort of relationship is uncommon, unfortunately. So yeah, we saw them go see Hank and Marie, and yeah, explaining, you know, where they got the money from. And Junior was like, oh, well, that means I can get a car then, you know. And I think they sort of bought it, what was happening. And yeah, they went to see the minerals, and yeah, in that we sort of yeah, were introduced to a video of Gail. He is quite a weird guy, isn't he? But really sweet. And yeah, Walt saw the sort of file on what was going on. So yeah, obviously Hank thinks that this is the Heisenberg, and obviously Walt needs to get as much information as he can. So he went back into the room. I was looking through the file, and yeah, he sort of ran into Hank on the way out, and yeah, he managed to get some more information out. He managed to get to see the sort of booklet that Gail had made, and yeah, it had something about WW at the top, which is obviously Walt, and Hank was going through the names, and yeah, Walt's name came up, and Walt was like, yeah, well, you got me, which I thought was quite funny, because I think at some point Hank is going to realize it is Walt, and I can't wait to see his face when that happens. Like yeah, but obviously Walt was like yeah, he was referring back to a poem or something like that by Walt Whitman, and that was the WW. Well, he sort of sold it as that being WW, so I thought that was quite good. So, yeah, again, Hank, without knowing it, is getting information out to Walt. So, yeah, I thought it was quite a sort of good scene. So, we had yeah, Walt's going to Jesse's place to get some information out on, you know, how much, well, what Jesse did when he went to kill Gail. You know, if he left any fingerprints, how long he was there for, and Jesse is just like, I think that was that sort of trauma he didn't need again. He's clearly not getting over the fact that he had to kill somebody, and you know, it's playing a big part on, you know, what he's doing now with the drugs and letting random people in. And I mean, even his money got stolen, and he didn't seem that bothered about it. And yeah, he's just yeah, he's lost. So yeah, it's quite sad to see. So Walt went to went to see Saul about, you know, what they could do and that, because obviously he realizes they are in a lot of trouble, and you know, he's just basically waiting to die, really, because he knows when, you know, when Gus doesn't need him anymore, that's it, he's dead. So yeah, Gail was saying that, you know, he could make him disappear, like get him off the grid, and that's not something I don't think Walt wants to do. I mean, it's basically moving the whole family, which I don't think, yeah, that's not going to happen, is it? There's no way. So, yeah. Then obviously we had Mike going to see Gus about, you know, Jesse's sort of behavior and that, and they sort of agreed that I think they need to get rid of Jesse. So we saw Jesse and Walt at the lab, and it was like the camera was just focusing on Jesse. I don't know if they've sort of realized now that Jesse is stealing the drugs, because Jesse at the house, he was throwing like the meth at the guys. So I don't know whether he's still stealing from the lab. It sort of looks like it. So yeah, Mike went to to Jesse's house and confronted Jesse with that, and was like, this guy stole your money, and you know, Jesse just didn't care, did he? He knew that they were going to get rid of this guy, but he was clever enough to know that the fact that they weren't going to do it in the house, because they blindfolded the guy, which means, you know, they're going somewhere where they don't want him to see. So yeah, Jesse, he's just too far out. And then obviously we had Walt sort of realizing, you know, because Jesse didn't show up at work, and something's happening. So he went to Jesse's place and finally got in, and Jesse's phone was there. And I think even with the state Jesse's in, I think Walt realized Jesse wouldn't leave without his phone. So and then we had Mike driving Jesse somewhere. So I would imagine he's going to be taking him out to the desert and shoot him and get rid of him that way. So that's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen there. I mean, obviously there's a few more seasons left, so Jesse's not going to die. That's just not going to happen, is it? And I don't know what's going to happen now. Yeah, it's a very good episode, but my mind is all over the place because I have no idea where we're going now that Mike's taking Jesse. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, very good episode, and yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here, but I can't wait for the next episode. This is gonna be absolutely amazing. Like you guys said, this season is turning out to be really good, so I can't wait to get started. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and commenting and that, and please make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode.